my view is it's very uneven. Saying that it's a record level of pessimism is simply too easy in a complex world. We see pockets of absolutely stunning growth. India is one. Middle East, for example. ASEAN is going to live bright spots. China, as they come out of the COVID crisis, I think you're going to see really take off and fly. And we're going to have pockets of difficult spots where countries have not yet completed the transformation, where they're midway, not leveraging the power of emerging technologies or digital to keep their cost under control, and where inflation eats into demand. And be that inflation from energy prices, food prices, or the like, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I think you'll see some of that in Europe. I think the U.S. will have pockets of sunshine as well. Wow. You'll see certain sectors explode. And I think companies are actually, they've proven that they've been navigating quite successfully the last years.
Absolutely. You gave us some good points, and, business executives, especially those at relatively junior positions, have perhaps earned an MBA without paying for it in the last 3 years, and so have owners, promoters, and CEOs. Rajiv, the Indian perspective. Somebody was just saying that minus the Chinese, minus the Russians, and perhaps a lesser number of American companies here, it is India everywhere. Is it because everyone likes enjoying the cold, or is there something else driving it?
Yeah, I think there are a couple of things. One is the Indian visibility on the promenade. So physically speaking, is very strong. You have 3 or 4 states who are pushing for investments. Obviously, you have India, as a country pushing for investment. So I think that way, I think in a physical sense, it's there. But I would say in a real sense also, as Julie was mentioning, India is being seen as one of the brightest spots in the world. And I think India has had great opportunities in the past also, but I think this is one of those times where the opportunity is fully baked and the resolve is equally strong. So I think where opportunity is equal to resolve, I think that's what one is seeing. If you look at one of the big global mega trends, it is around demographics. And I think what makes the Indian story very interesting is the demographics. And now people are much more confident that this demographic is really a dividend. Given what's happening around the world, and also the skilled people, the talent and everything is very strong. The underlying factors, I mean, the technology piece, everyone knows. I think where what's really coming out very strongly is this entire supply chain shift. I won't call it +1 with any country, but the supply chain shift that's happening, I think that the manufacturing side of the story is really taking center space.
Quick interjection. Will the supply chain shift continue now that China has decided that zero COVID was perhaps not that smart?
Yeah, I think it will. I don't think I think people genuinely want to de-risk. And they want, whether it's China, whether it's Europe, whether it's US, people just want to de-risk and have 2 or 3 locations where they have. And also the other fact is that, India as a country also, with PLI schemes, with the tax rates coming down, with the other investment initiatives, and stability in tax policy that's there. I think it's becoming very attractive, and the government is making very clear that if you see India as a big consuming market, then you have to manufacture in India. And once you manufacture in India on a competitive basis, then the ability to export is also great. So I would say that's, and the story on the digital public goods and services, whether it's the UPI, the Aadhaar, and the digital stack that's being built, and how that's leading to growth of an inclusive India. I think that story is very fascinating.